Yo, mic test. 1 2 1 2. Hello, good afternoon. 4:06 p.m. Happy Thursday, the day after Christmas. I hope you guys had a happy holidays. Welcome to day 10 of Virtue's Last Reward. Give me 1 second here. All right. We should be good. I actually wasn't sure if I was gonna stream today. I didn't sleep that well last night. I kind of have a cold, but I figured if I'm well enough to stream, we might as well. I mean, we missed a lot of days past couple of weeks, so yeah. Don't want to make it like a habit or anything like that. So regardless, thank you for being here. I'm hoping, I don't know. I actually don't know what time I'm going to be streaming until today. I mean, obviously, just like most days, I'm going to be streaming until I absolutely can. Whether that ends up being 2 hours or like 4 hours, I'm not really sure yet. Sorry, I'm like kind of distracted. Hey, what's up, Pajama Robbie? Welcome back. Yeah, same here. It's funny because I think I streamed on Christmas Eve, right? Yeah, we played this on Christmas Eve, and the trek, whatever you want to call it, to getting all the endings it's been sort of a grind. The difference between, I feel like the difference between this game and the other game is you kind of jumped around in the story to experience things that were happening when you weren't necessarily around. But in this game, the experience is more based on the decisions that you make. So if you do this one thing, you don't do this other thing, right? So you go back and you change your mind, so you end up doing you do that other thing, and then you see like how it affects the story. Whereas the previous game, it was more, it always felt like things were happening. I mean, things are happening in this too when you're not there, obviously, but it felt like more you were filling in the blanks, and this is more you are seeing how the story changes based on decisions you make. I don't know if that makes sense. You're a much more passive player in 999. Yeah, you do it does kind of feel like your decisions hold a lot more weight in this game, because it obviously affects the other characters a lot. Like, your decisions have consequences and how people perceive you, whereas in the previous game it's more your decisions just kind of reflect whether or not you're a part of a certain scenario or certain situation. Sigma's doing all the choices and solving all the puzzles. True. Yeah, so before it was more you went back and did things because you missed out on it, whereas in this one you go back to dictate your decision. I get it. But I forgot why I was bringing this up. Oh yeah. So we streamed on Christmas Eve on Tuesday, and something actually like happened. I mean, things happen, but I mean something kind of big happened. Like, there was a big change in the usual dialogue, so that was interesting. It got me excited. So I'm looking forward to continuing. PEC. Okay, I remember this. This is when I was kind of like, I was out of luck. When we were stuck inside here, I didn't know what to do. And then I realized I had to interact with the glass. I think because Clover was supposedly on the other side, but you don't really see her visually, so I never even thought about clicking on the glass. I mean, as far as I know, you can save anywhere. But I mean, did you play this on like the DS or the Vita? Maybe that's why. Saving in this room could corrupt your save data on the 3DS. Ah, see? Now I get why you're mentioning that. Yeah, that sounds terrible. I hope that's something that they fixed. I mean, we were okay loading the game, but yeah, no one mentioned that. We got the doll. Oh, I know what to do. They patched it so you couldn't save, but oh, okay, so they put a band-aid on it. Gotcha. I already read this part, so just curious. Refreshing our memory. Okay. I know how to do this now. Let's see. Memo. No, I don't. Hold on. Wait. Yeah. Okay, I gotta go back. Can we take these off now? Yeah, I think so. I mean, we unlocked the door to the decompression chamber, right? Yeah, no point keeping the damn things on now. Off they go. Ah, feels much better. Clover, you're drenched in sweat. Hey, you're not thinking creepy stuff, are you? I am. Of course not. Just put them back in the locker. Okay. You better not, like, smell mine or something, Sigma. What the hell? I'm offended you would even suggest such a thing. Where's that bench? Okay. So... I think it was 25... Oh, I need that. I need to get that number. I think it's 25113. But also, I haven't played this since Tuesday. Yeah, it is. So, let me erase this. Okay. 2. So, cylinder. This triangle thing. The hourglass. 2511. 2 stars. And another triangle thing. There we go. Cylinder. Star. Woo! First try. Good job. Looks like you were right. Hey, look. We got it. Wonder what this key goes to. That is a good question. Let's see. We're looking for a place to put a key. Oh yeah, I remember this thing has a USB connection or something. Right, let's just connect these and... Hey, it says something. I'll read it. Inspecting the protective suit. System is still operating in diagnostic mode. Full range of scan is not possible, so small suits must be used for calibration. Please place the child-sized protective suit in a standing position in the designated location. Touch the screen to begin inspection. Huh. This tool is probably what the message was talking about. So should I stand up that suit and put it here? I think so. So grab the suit. That's Clover suit. Maybe just once. Who would it hurt? No, you idiots. What are you thinking? This isn't that time for that. Yo, he sniffed the butt crack. He said protective clothing, viral infection, don't need to wear it. We're looking for the child version, apparently. Or not. I guess I needed to stand the child-size suit here. What child-size suit? We have 2 keys. Let's go up real quick. Oh, yeah. Or down. We go down. Barometer says pressure 1.5. Child-size suit. Got no child-size suit. Oh my god, it's so cute. How the hell is this cute? It's hideous. You really think so? Guys, did you look at the stomach? Creepy. What do you think it means? A Zero Junior doll. It has a colorful pattern on its stomach. Looks like that one thing with the buttons upstairs. One thing is like, where do I get the child suit? I'm not seeing the child suit. Maybe we gotta do this. There are colored squares on the side here. The only one we can open is... I mean, the exit? Oh, the ones up top or below were locked. That's the only place I can think of where to use an actual key. Good. Looks like you got it open. Is this a protective suit? Maybe, but it's so small and cute. Maybe it's for a kid. It's for Quark. It's so small. I know. Isn't it cute? Good. It opened. There's something in here. Huh? Is this a journal? Looks like it's blank. Not much. Wait. There's a slip of paper in here. This is... You found a sheet of paper with colorful shapes on it. You can view it in the archive. Alright. Colorful shapes. Colorful Zero Junior. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Gotta sneeze. Sorry about that. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, alright, okay, alright, alright. Looks like it would be related to this thing, but maybe not. But let's go put the kid suit on the chair. I need to stand the child's suit here. Hold on, is it? Maybe I gotta combine it with the doll. What the heck? Nice. Huh? Did you put that suit on him? Pretty good fit. Hey, isn't there something on the stomach there? It looks like an 8. Yeah, like you'd see on a calculator or something. What do you mean on a calculator? You mean like a door? Should I put the dressed up Zero Junior doll here? The pattern on display is the same as the pattern on the stomach of the stuffed animal wearing the protective suit. Click it to scan the pattern so the device can read the colors in the pattern. And once you have that, enter 3 numbers on the right side of the screen and press check. Okay, let's give this a shot. What the hell? What is this? Whatever this thing is. Blue, red, light blue, red, blue, yellow, purple, black. I don't know. Oh wait, there's little dots right here. Okay. I just noticed the dots. How do I change the colors though? Light blue, green, black, purple, yellow. Huh? I don't get this. There are color squares on the side here. Blue, green, purple. The junior doll has been dressed in a small protective suit and is now standing on the chair. I mean, blue, green, pink? Oh. Light blue, green, black, pink, yellow. Light blue, green, black, pink, yellow. Light blue. I don't get this. I mean the colors. Oh wait. Wait, no. Light blue, green, black, pink. Oh, three. Light blue, green, black, blue, yellow. Is that a 5? That's a 5. Light blue, red, blue, yellow, pink, black. Six? The only one that's missing is a green, I think. Yeah. What? A what? Am I dumb? I think I'm... Oh, it's a 2. Oh my god, first try. Good job. You deserve a pat on the back. Or on the ass. Don't patronize me. Hey, the color's changed. You're right. This looks just like the passwords I found in the AV room in the infirmary. Yeah, this ought to open that safe. Alright, star, moon, star. Star, moon, star. Star, moon, star. And then we'll do this one after. Star, moon, star. Star, moon, star. Star, moon, star. Wait, is this the right spot? No. Hooray, it opened. Good job. Looks like there's a lot in there. Whoa, what is all that stuff? Hold on. I'll take everything out just to be patient. Let's see. First off, a map. It says floor B. The one we found in the infirmary said floor A, so that means floor A must be the top floor, huh? Can we skip? No, we can't skip this. I mean, we took an elevator down to get here. Yeah, it seems like it. Keep going. There's more in there. This looks like key cards. They've got moons on them. That means these must be the moon keys the announcer was talking about. There's 2 of them, just like with the sun key. Take 110 Myoji, huh? Why? You're solo. Clover and I only need 1. Ah, right. Thanks. Got a couple more things. What's this? Looks like a memory card. I feel like I've seen something like that before, but where? I wonder what's on it. Well, unless we can find something to stick it into, we won't be finding out anytime soon. The infirmary had a TV, so we can put the memory card in. Well, we can figure that out later. For now, we'll just take it with us. All we got left is the key. Is that the key to the exit? What else would it be? We should be able to get that door open now. Alright, man. Oh, wait. Come on, there's no time to waste. Let's move. Alright, now we gotta do the other one. Guessing for the files. So, blue, green, pink. Blue, green, pink, and then green, pink, green, pink. Blue, green, pink. So 7, 1, 1. 7. Woo! I did it! Yuri Mead, thank you for the retweets. Appreciate it. Huh? Did I solve it? Looks like it. I mean, the color change and everything. The main body of the machine, the tablet's connected to it. Huh? This one's different. You think it'll open the safe too? Well, no harm in remembering it. Alright. I think after this, we're good. We out of here. Alright, moon, sun, star. Moon, sun, star. Moon, sun, star. Phew, looks like that did it. We did it! We out. I keep turning like the wrong way. The lock for the door, it says lock. Let's go. Okay. Right, let's do this. 3, 2, 1. You found it! Oh, Master of Escapology. Does that mean we've done all the puzzles? Can't skip. Is this another warehouse?
Looks just like the one on the last floor.
There's even a big old door in the same spot where the number 9 door is in the other warehouse.
True, but it's rusted over. I don't think it's opening anytime soon.
No lever to open it anyway, that I can see.
Well, shoot, we couldn't possibly open that with our bare hands.
Duh.
Duh. Duh.
How much do you think that thing weighs?
You'd have about as much luck trying to lift a pickup truck, even if it was unlocked.
I want to know what those are.
Those white doors?
Those are doors. Are they chromatic doors?
Yeah, seems like it. I mean, look at this. It's one of those things that says lock.
Yeah, just like the ones next to the other chromatic doors.
So you're saying all the chromatic doors for the next round are white?
Yeah, they were different colors before, but...
Guess things have changed for this round.
Symbiotic, thank you for the retweet. Before we could discuss the doors any further, a familiar robotic voice crackled over the speakers. Oh no, not the rabbit.
An ambidex gate.
Wait, no.
45 minutes.
What?
One of the other
What-
teams
what?
opened the gate early.
It was Dio.
What in the hell they do that for? We haven't even started back yet. Never mind, White. We just need to get back up there pronto.
I'm gonna break it to you guys. It was Dio.
I'm worried about Quark.
It's always Dio.
We need to hook up with Alice and Kay. The sooner the better.
Right, got
Let's
it.
go.
Let's go. When I have a good time, I'm gonna make some coffee. Like, it's been really cold lately and it's been raining a lot here, and I actually really enjoy like rain and colder weather. It makes everything feel nostalgic, but at the same time it is cold. I ate dinner and we escaped the pressure chamber. Yep. How was your dinner? Hope it was good. We returned to the floor, A warehouse, to find only 2 people waiting for us. Kay, who'd gone through the red door, and Dio, who'd gone through the green door.
Where's Quark?
Where's Quark? Can't skip.
We took him to the infirmary.
It was yummy. Gotta stop eating chocolate though. Yeah, I know what you mean. I was super close to eating chocolate cake today, but I don't know. It's weird because I've been kind of like, if we're talking about like dieting or something, like in my heart, I always want to feel like I'm dieting, but obviously my brain and my stomach don't think otherwise. So it's like I diet for what, like half a day, and then I'm like, oh, see some chocolate. So I think it was like a week ago. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna start early, right? I'm gonna start my New Year's quote resolution early, and then I broke it again. So I was like, you know what? It's like, let's actually start it next year. But then at the same time, like you can't make those kind of promises, and if you really don't have the willpower to do it, and you have to use like the date as an excuse or whatever, like, you know, that's, you know, that I feel like that's a thing for me that I have to fix. But I believe I'm just eating it too fast. Gotta run out. Gotta save the chocolate for many days. Yeah, you gotta ration it too, right? I get it. In my case, I'm like, I gotta eat it all, so there's no more. Then I won't think about it. We took him to the infirmary.
At the moment, Alice, Phi, and Luna are looking after him.
Uh-oh. Well, let me pick this up really quick. All right. Looks like somebody is having croissants later and is drinking guava iced tea. Someone bought me a drink and dropped it off because apparently like a Starbucks had like buy one get one free or something. I don't know. But I don't actually get coffee from Starbucks. I rather get my coffee in other places. But yeah, Agus. What up, Agus? Yep, we're talking about chocolate cake. I stopped myself from eating a piece of chocolate cake earlier. Specifically, my birthday just passed recently, so I had like one slice of cake left, like sitting in Tupperware. I was like, earlier today, I got hungry. It's like, oh man, what can I eat? And then I saw it and I was like eyeballing it. Speaking of breaking, yeah, I know. It's like, I mean, it's not as bad as like a frappuccino or anything like that, but yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a decent amount of sugar in here. Dinner the other day? I had to leave for dinner, right? I'm trying to remember what I ate. What the hell did I eat? I don't remember, but dinner has been really good, like for the past week. So I'm assuming it was good. Yeah, thanks, man. My birthday was on Sunday. I didn't really, I don't know. I feel like I'm at that point where I don't really want to, not that I don't want to bring it up, but I don't want to just bring it up for the sake of bringing it up, because I don't know how else to say it. Like, I feel like I'm asking for attention, and I don't know. So, I mean, I'll bring it up if the conversation calls for it. But thanks. And you too, happy belated 14th. It was the 14th. Wow, your birthday is you gotta do the math. 8 days before mine. Oh, shabu? Yeah, I actually didn't go eat shabu that day. Something came up, but I've been to the shabu place I was invited to before. Pretty good. I like it. It's like an all-you-can-eat shabu place. And I thought it was cool because I don't really eat a lot of shabu, but I thought it was cool because they have like built-in stove tops for everybody, so everyone gets their own like soup. It's like a fairly new place too. At the moment, Alice, Fi, and Luna are looking after him.
Is he all right?
But I know you a foodie, so feel free to share your food adventures too. I'm all ears and nose. Is he all right?
I don't know if I would describe him as all right, but apparently his condition has not worsened, if that's what you mean. He is still resting. However,
Good. I'm going to the infirmary.
Tenmyoji, please, wait!
Tenmyoji ignored Kay and took off at a run through the yellow door. Did I skip? Nope. Where are we at? Okay, we're getting kind of close. I think this is where we vote. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Oh dear.
It's not Christmas no more. Although I do feel as though New Year's is kind of it's a part of Christmas. Still feels like the holiday. But you obviously, I mean, for some people you gotta work. Or some people get like a week off. Oh dear.
He's gone. There was something I needed to tell him.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's not like it matters. The girls will just tell him when he gets there. He ought to calm down once he's seen the kid.
Clover and I looked at one another, eyebrows raised.
What are they going to tell him?
Well, you see...
What? What?
You found virus medicine in the laboratory?
Yes. Unfortunately, we found only a single vial.
Uh-oh. Then we can cure Quark's Radical 6.
So it would seem.
Well, I guess we should head over to the infirmary and see how he's doing. Come on, let's go.
Right behind you.
He should be fine now. It might take some time for him to recover fully, but the worst is over.
Luna's voice was quiet as she stepped back from Quark. She held an injection gun with an empty vial. Delicately, she placed it back in the cabinet. Yeah, crazy kid. Quark had been laid out on a crude cot and was still sound asleep. His breathing was even and his expression was peaceful. He looked like any other child sleeping soundly after a long day of doing whatever it is children do to amuse themselves. Any trace of the insanity he'd shown earlier was nowhere to be found.
Is he really going to be okay?
Yes, we analyzed the vial and confirmed that it was definitely Excelivir. Now that I've administered it,
The Excelivir should eradicate the virus completely given enough time, right?
yes, that should be the case.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, what a relief.
Things were looking pretty sketchy there for a while, that's for sure.
I felt some of the tension disappear from my shoulders and I let out a breath I hadn't realized I'd been holding. We weren't out of the woods yet, but at least Quark was safe. Tenmyuji let out a long, shaky sigh and lowered himself onto one of the empty beds. He rubbed his hands warily across his face, and I thought I saw the glint of tears.
Alice, you and Kay, I don't know what to say other than thanks. You saved his life. I don't know the words to tell you how much that means to me.
Oh, please.
Please.
It was nothing, really. We just happened to be the ones who went through the red door.
Where is Kay? He's not in here.
He's still in the warehouse. Dio and Kay stayed behind.
They went there to wait for you guys while we came back here. We figured someone should explain what was going on so you wouldn't come back to an empty warehouse.
So Dio and Kay were the ones who opened the AB gates?
Not both of them. There was only one door open.
Well, we should get back and tell them how Quark's doing. Kay will want to know at least.
Yeah, you're right. I nodded and headed back toward the other side of the room. I was nearly there when Tenmyuji suddenly spoke.
That's right.
Huh?
You know that memory card we found?
Oh yeah, this thing?
Yeah.
All these were good, just mellow. We don't really have any young kids in the family anymore, so we just eat and drink like gluttons. That's cool. I never really celebrated Christmas growing up either and stuff, so I mean it's good because it gives you a reason to hang out with family and, like you said, eat and drink. And you know, if there's any reason to eat and drink, I'm all for it. You know, but I mean, it's like you said, having young kids around really like amplifies Christmas in a way, right? Because I mean, even if you don't celebrate Christmas, I mean, you gotta do it for the kids. My in-laws did actually buy me something though. I was really surprised. Like they bought me a pair of shoes.
I think I know how we can take a look at what's on it.
The funny thing is, I kind of knew because I asked for my size a long time ago, but I just didn't think of it.
What? You don't remember? There was a memory card just like it that we used to solve the puzzles in here.
Oh, but that's cool. Mellow is my thing, man. I'm all about the mellow.
Yeah, he's right. There's a slot next to the screen. It should work for this one too.
Oh yeah, there it is. Right, yeah. Well, let's give it a shot.
Yeah, I want to see what's on it.
It's poured. Okay, just give me a minute here. I slid the card into the slot next to the screen. No sooner had I done so than an image of a waveform popped up on the screen.
Is there an audio file on here? Why don't we turn up the volume a bit?
Luna tapped a few things on the screen and a bar began to move across the screen. Before long, a voice drifted out of the speakers.
This is Control. How's it going over there? Bet you missed the sound of my voice, huh? Well, I gotta be honest. It's getting pretty lonely over here, too. Feeling kind of like howling at the moon, lone wolf style. Speaking of which, I'm looking at it right now. The old girl is beautiful. Never seen a moon this full. And that color. Tonight's that eclipse, remember? What a way to end 2028, huh? The moon's this amazing red. If it wasn't so beautiful, it'd be kind of ominous. Wish you guys could see it too, but... sorry, forgot. You're supposed to be on Mars, aren't you?
Mars?
So, how are Phobos and Deimos looking right now? Sure hope I'll get to look up at them someday, too. Anyway, over. Hey, something wrong? Talk to me, guys. What, you gonna play hard to get because we haven't talked in so long? Enough jokes, all right? Knock it off. Where are you guys? Is there something wrong with the radio? You're saying everything's green? Well then, what the hell's going on here? Why aren't they responding? No, the video feed's online. Look, you can see all 9 of them, 3 at each table. What? Someone hacked our feed? What do you mean this isn't live? An old clip on repeat? Who would do that? What in the hell is happening here? This is Control. I repeat, this is Control. Please come in. I'm asking you to respond.
This is...
Oh, thank God. You really had me worried there. What happened?
6 of us are... dead.
I don't have my headset on. I don't have my volume on like super loud. I don't know if does that sound like somebody we know?
What?
Counting myself, there are only 3 left.
How? Why are...
They were killed.
What?
I guess you could say I killed them. No, that's not quite right. Not just them. Not just these 6. All of them. All 6 billion. Soon, I will have killed 6 billion people.
Are you there? Respond! Damn it. This is Control. I repeat, this is Control. We have an emergency situation. We have an unconfirmed report of 6 deceased test subjects. Deploy rescue and escort teams to the test site immediately. Shit. What the hell happened in there?
Huh. Is that it?
Yes.
What on earth was that?
Any ideas? I got only frowns and shaken heads in response. Only one person showed a reaction other than stunned confusion. Tem Miyuji. Long after the audio ended, he stared at the screen, deep in thought.
Do you know something, Tenmyoji?
Yeah, I think I know what that was. It's probably a transmission from the Mars mission test site.
Mars?
I'm sorry, what? You mean some kind of space travel?
What kind of test site was it?
Did you know that the government is developing spaceships with particle annihilation engines? These ships would be able to get humans to Mars a lot faster than old chemical rockets, but they don't want to just send a manned Mars mission off half-cocked.
Half-cocked? You gotta go full-cocked.
That was the idea behind this test. They built a whole complex on this old Air Force base in Nevada.
They built a whole complex on this old Air Force base in Nevada.
The idea was that it would be a simulation of a manned mission to Mars with a crew of 9 men and women. They'd monitor the whole thing and use that data to plan the real mission.
So what we just listened to was a transmission from that project?
Yeah.
Why is something like that here?
Don't know why.
We found it in the safe. No explanation. Dollars to donuts, it's got something to do with Zero's plan.
You mean we were meant to hear what was on that card?
Yeah.
It's all very interesting, but how exactly do you know about all this?
Oh, about the simulated Mars mission?
Yes.
I was involved with the project.
Involved?
Now, the intent was to create as accurate a simulation as possible. That meant we'd need to simulate the radio silence we'd experienced during conjunction.
What's a conjunction?
It means two things in space are close to each other. In this case, we're talking about a superior conjunction, where Mars and Earth are on the exact opposite sides of the Sun. So unless we've got some sort of relay, there'll be a period of time where we won't be able to communicate with each other. What we heard on that card was when the simulated conjunction was scheduled to end.
That's when they died.
Well, we don't know that. They could have died long before that conversation. All we know is that's when it was discovered.
So 6 of the test subjects died, right?
Yeah.
Well, do you remember what she said? There was something about how she didn't just kill 6 people. She said 6 billion. What the heck did she mean by that?
Just what the hell happened there?
Tenmyoji frowned and looked down at the floor. We were all silent as he paced slowly back and forth across the room. At last he stopped, raised his head and spoke.
The truth is that there's a chance a virus escaped from the test site.
A virus? Wait, you don't mean...
Yeah, Radical 6.
What? How can that be?
AKA the G virus.
I'm just telling you what I know, okay? Nobody's sure how Radical 6 got in there in the first place, but one of the subjects might have been infected when they entered. Or the virus itself might have been an intentional part of the simulation. The test site deaths became the index case for a pandemic. Anyway, prevailing wisdom says it got out somehow. And once it was out, it spread pretty quick. All across the planet.
And it killed 6 billion people?
No, not directly. Best numbers put only a third or so of those deaths as directly caused by Radical 6. The other 4 billion died from the collapse caused by the deaths of that first third. The whole world just fell apart.
Well, damn, I have a lot of questions. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start knowing where to start. Well, no, take that back. Explain that date. Unless I heard this wrong, the day the Radical 6 got out was December 31st, 2028.
Yeah.
But the day I got grabbed by the guy in the gas mask was December 25th, 2028.
Me too. Christmas Day.
It's like a time travel?
I was kidnapped on Christmas too.
Clover and I were taken 3 days earlier, on the 22nd.
Yeah.
My birthday! Yeah! Then you see what I'm saying, right? That recording was made close to a week after we were all picked up. What the hell is going on here? The thing is from the future.
See.
Ten minutes remain. All play if no vote is...
We're out of time. We need to go back to the warehouse.
Wait, you haven't answered.
Don't care. I need more than 10 minutes to explain everything. Half-assing it is just gonna make you more confused. Now get moving.
But...
It's enough! Shut your damn hole or I'm picking betray!
Whoa! I'll shut my butthole but not my mouth.
Hey, come on now.
Fine. Do what you want, but I need to get back to the AB rooms. I'd like to stay with Quark. He seems to be doing all right.
I'll stay here with him. Fi can do the voting for our pair. I can trust her.
Aww.
Is that all right with you?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Well, if you'd be willing to do that, I'd be much obliged. Thanks, Luna. Take good care of him.
Of course. I'll make sure everything goes fine.
Tenmyoji gave her one last nod, then turned and dashed out of the infirmary. Well, that's that, I guess. We should probably be going too.
Yes. We'll just have to wait to hear the rest of what he has to say later.
I'd rather just get it all out in the open now, but there's not much we can do.
Let's get going then.
Let's get going then. We returned to the warehouse to find only Kay. I explained what had happened with Quark, then glanced around the room. Hey, where's Dio?
He has gone into his AB room.
Already?
Indeed.
Then he opened the first AB gate, right?
Of course.
This is bad. I won't be able to talk with him. This is going to limit my choices.
You've only got one BP left, don't you?
Uh-oh. You gotta betray.
Yeah. Luna's the same.
If Vi chooses ally and Dio picks betray...
Phi and Luna will be penalized.
I don't have a choice. I'll have to pick betray. Fantastic. The risk of ally is just too high.
Yo, Baba Charles. Yo, thank you for the 25 months sub. What up?
That's right.
I don't think I read that. What up, dude? What's good? I saw you playing Overwatch, man. I was stalking you. I was like, yo. Because I wasn't sure if I was going to stream. I was like, should I ask him to play? I was like, yo. Like, if I ask him, he'd be like, I was gonna be like, oh, like, you want to play? And then you'll be like, hey, you just want to play because you feel forced to play with me now, right? I'm like, nah, dude. No. Really, no. That's right.
But Kay and I will be playing against Quark.
And he'll just default to ally. I guess you don't need to worry about getting penalized then, huh?
What if Alice and Kay choose betray?
You needn't worry. That will not happen. Even though, as you have told me, Quark is recovering, he is still weak. Moreover, he is only a child. To betray an innocent child would be...
Yeah, that would be unthinkable. Even if you ignore his age or condition, it's hardly fair to take advantage of someone who can't vote.
I didn't realize Overwatch is like a weird guilty pleasure that I sort of enjoy doing alone. I can understand that. I can appreciate that. I'm kind of like that with a lot of games too. Even though I'm always like willing to play with people. I don't get less enjoyment playing solo or anything like that. Of course, there's times where it's like you kind of feel, you want a game with people and stuff, but I completely understand. I mean, I do that a lot lately because it's kind of hard to make plans with people because everyone has like different lives and whatnot. But I heard they patched it recently. I still keep up. So you'll vote to ally?
Yes.
Of course.
Well then, shall we go?
You know what I realized though? I don't really have a game like that at the moment. Division 2 was kind of that game only because it was basically the only game that I played off stream. Right? Every other game, man, it's a huge issue for me, man. I got so many games that I just like want to play or just think about playing even if it's off stream, but I'm so like dedicated to wanting to play everything on stream that I stop myself, and then because of that I don't get a chance to play so many different games because I could, if it wasn't such a concern for me, I could just log into something for 30 minutes and play, right? And even though 30 minutes isn't that long, I mean, if you do that multiple times throughout a day or a week, I mean, it adds up. But you can't really do that when you stream. Overwatch 2 comes out and then goes on sale. I'd like to play all the PvE content with friends. Yeah, that sounds like something that I would enjoy. I wouldn't say enjoy more, just because it's not like I don't like PvP or anything, but the PvE content side of that game like intrigues me.
Yes.
Okay, now let's nod it to one another and disappeared into the AV room second from the right. Yeah, I totally forgot about Overwatch 2. Without saying anything, Fiery turned and walked into the room just left of theirs. That left only myself, Clover, and Temuyuji.
Do you remember what you said to me when you chose the blue door? Something about how you'd convince me to choose Ally? Seems like now would be the time to let me know how you're going to convince me.
Well, it's not that complicated. I promise you that Clover and I will vote Ally. That's it, pretty much.
I see.
Holy crap, I'm at 1. And you figure
I'll believe you because you've only got 1 PP. Once you've told me that you plan to ally, I won't be able to choose betray. Since if you're telling the truth...
you'll kill me.
Not a bad plan, but it assumes that I've taken killing you off the table. Seems like a risky bet for you.
I disagree.
Why is that?
Clover's BP is 6. If you ally and we betray, then she'd have enough points to escape, right? She could run off through the number 9 door as soon as this round is over.
I'd never...
That's easy for you to say, but think about it from my perspective. Sure, you might not, but you also might. If I guess wrong, that's a pretty big loss for me.
Well, what if Clover tries to seduce you to get what she wants?
Oh, seduce. Okay, I'm okay with seducing. I like seduction. What?
Huh?
That's just an example. What I'm trying to say is that once you two are in that room, Clover might try and make some sort of bargain with you. I'm asking what you're going to do if that happens. Are you sure you'll still choose Ally?
Seduce me, huh?
Hey! What are you staring at, you perv?
Your big ass eyes.
There's no way on earth I'd do anything like that. Ugh, as if.
As if.
In your dreams, creep.
Well, that's that then. Not gonna lie though, I'm a little disappointed.
So I can trust you. You're gonna choose Ally.
Yeah.
You can trust us.
Promise.
Of course.
We promise.
I'll never make
right.
a promise.
I guess I'll vote Ally too then.
3 minutes remain.
Well, looks like we don't have much. I'm trusting you.
I'm trusting you too. Temuyuji gave us a curt nod, then turned and strode into the second AB room from the left. Well, here we go, man. Here we go. Right, well, let's get to it. Oh, snap. I didn't even get to save it.
Hey, Sigma, I wanted to ask you something.
Uh-oh. What would you do if I actually did seduce you? Well, I sniffed your suit that you wore earlier. What's up?
Could you pick betray for me?
What?
I mean, I could try and, like, tackle you. But you're so big and strong, probably just throw me on the ground and that'd be it.
Okay. Yeah, well,
So I thought I might as well just ask you really nicely. Oh, I mean, I'd be happy to, pay you back.
Pay me? I don't know where you could hide the money.
If you just pick betray for me,
In her
then
hair.
I'll listen to anything you say.
Oh, yes. That's what I want. I just want you to listen to me. Anything?
Yep, anything. So think carefully, okay? If you choose ally, you're trusting him with your life.
Yeah, what if we allied and he betrayed? He'd kill me. He'd kill me and then he'd be able to leave. Well, where are we at? Yeah, if he chooses betray, it's all over.
Are you really, really sure you can trust that old fart?
Hey now, that's not very nice.
The only safe choice is to pick betray.
I mean, honestly, it's kind of true. Because if we betray and he betrays, then it's 0-0. If we ally and he betrays, we die, he gets to escape. If we betray and he allies, Clover would get 9. Is this chick Pebbles Flintstone all grown up? Oh my god, man, we've been talking about Flintstones all along. I know, she does, right? But if he chooses ally and we don't,
I'll have 9 BP. But you don't need to worry about that. Even if I do get 9 BP, I won't just go and open the number 9 door all by myself. I mean, Alice wouldn't have 9 points yet.
she sounds so fake.
And I can't leave her behind. Please, will you pick betray?
20 seconds remain until Ambidex's game polling closes.
No. A little part of me wants to hit betray, but I know that even if we don't right now, we're gonna do it anyways once we reload it. But if you think of it in a logical sense, betray would be the best bet, right? Because I mean, we basically gave him the power to kill us if we hit ally. Voting machine was in front of me. I didn't have much time left to think. Would I keep my promise to tempt Miyuji and pick ally? Or would I betray him for Clover and
If you just pick betray for me, then I'll listen to anything you say.
Well, you know what? She did freaking whack us with an axe in the previous game. I'm gonna put Sigma's life in Tenmyoji's hands. We're gonna hit ally. Because I mean, what can Clover really say? I mean, we did promise him. You know, if anything, she'll think we're a trustworthy person. In the end, there was only one possible answer.
3, 2, 1.
Watch, I bet you we die. I'm calling it. We ally, he betrays, we die. Which is the only reason I don't think we would die is I don't think anyone's ever hit below the threshold of 1.
Round 2 of the results. Thank you, Ambidex. Results, please start.
We dead. GG. I'm calling it. Betray. Oh. Yo. Look at this shit over here.
Points have been assigned. Please check your bracelet.
Looks like you managed to trust me.
Well, it seems like I made the right choice.
Only did what I said I would.
You really helped me out. Thanks.
Say the same thing. No need for thanks.
The corner of his mouth twitched into a grin. I felt myself smile a little in response. Clover, on the other hand, looked less than pleased.
That was a bad choice, Sigma. And after I told you I'd listen to anything you said. Oh well, whatever.
Whatever. She sighed heavily, shot me one last annoyed look, and stalked off. She's gonna kill us. Across the room, Dio and Phi were already confronting one another over their own results.
You tried to kill me and Luna.
Wow.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Oh, what a dick.
Don't give me that. You know exactly what I was doing. I knew you weren't stupid enough to pick Ally. You'd defend yourself with betray, just like I would. Wait, where's Luna?
In the infirmary, looking after Quark.
Is that where Alice went too?
Alice? No, she went into one of the AB rooms with Kay.
Yes, we did indeed enter together. When the doors opened, however, she left, somewhat unsteadily, in the direction of the cyan door.
She left the warehouse?
Indeed.
Without even checking the results?
Correct. There was little reason to check them.
Yeah, it's not like Quark was gonna betray you.
Indeed.
Can you two still choose Ally? Man, what a pair of bleeding hearts.
If you say so. Being mocked for my compassion is a small price to pay for attaining my humanity.
Where did Alice run off to?
While we were in the AB room, she mentioned being quite tired. Perhaps she went to one of the cabins to rest.
Oh, well, I guess that would make sense.
Oh, you know what? You know what just clicked for me? So you know how we found out that when you're infected with Radical 6, it makes you go psycho? Maybe it's possible that the people that we didn't suspect actually killed certain people because of the fact that they were infected and we didn't see that moment, and they just kind of, yeah, they just like flipped. That seems kind of logical. An ominous rumble filled the warehouse.
The Ambidex gates have round 3 star keys. There is no the Ambidex gate.
We can open the gates. Hold on, can I skip? Nope. We can open the gates as many times as we want.
That means the star keys can be used to play the AB game any number of times. If I understood that announcement correctly, that is.
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say something about this?
As soon as the gates close, your parent solo assignments hop around a bit.
Yeah, he did. Can you guys all show me your bracelets? I want to see what all our colors and groups are this time. Within moments, a series of wrists were extended for me to examine. Huh? It looks like all the colors are weird. Clover's a cyan pair and Phi's a magenta pair, but Tenmyoji's a yellow pair.
The 3 solos are red, green, and blue. K's red, Dio's green, and you're blue.
Then how are we supposed to group up for the chromatic doors? I think they're gonna be white this time.
Oh yes, Dio told me about them. Very interesting.
Yeah, they're white, all of them. I had a good look while I was waiting for Sigma to show up down in the warehouse.
You should have seen them then too, Phi. Oh my god!
Yeah, I did. You're talking about the doors in the floor B warehouse, right?
Penis emphasis HYPE emphasis HYPE emphasis HYPE emphasis MAD bicycle 1 HORNS beekna hype counts bum DJ tick luau grandma WOW emphasis HYPE Nino bread Nino dat nin 6gasm Nino bread _SG.
Nice. I had to pick up my other headset because I saw all the emotes. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a bit. But yo, Jiraiya, thank you for the 30-month sub. What up, dude? Hope your holidays was well.
Huh. Well, his advice worked.
What is this hot garbage? What? It's day 10 of Virtue's last reward? The emote robot spam. Oh. Yeah, it's showing us text this time. It's weird. What up, Kiyu? You're talking about the doors in the Floor B warehouse, right? Yeah, so lay it on us. How are the groups going to shake out this time? Finality began to explain. Option A, Tenmyuji and me would form one group. Phi Magenta and Dio Green would form another group. Clover and K would form the third.
Huh?
Huh?
Wait, you mean there's only one option?
Yeah, there's no other way we can group up to make white.
It's probably on purpose.
Alice, Luna, and Quark aren't here to show us their bracelets, so we don't know for sure what their colors are. But it's pretty clear they'll all be pairs, since none of the pairs here have a partner.
So they'll be yellow, magenta, and cyan, right?
Alright, what now? We've got plenty of time until those white doors open.
54 minutes. Yeah, about an hour, it looks like.
I'm gonna go find Alice.
Of course. I'll come with you then.
She dead. Clover gave her a shrug, and the two of them headed out through the cyan door. Merry Christmas.
Do I really need to say it?
The infirmary, right? You're going to go check on Quark.
Yeah.
He gave me a nod and trotted out through the yellow door. This is where everybody dies. That only left 3 of us, DOK and myself. What are you guys going to do?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna head over to the lounge and have a drink. You wanna tag along, Kay?
Are you making fun of me?
You know, I just realized they have almost the same color scheme.
I find it rather hard to drink with this mask on.
Ah, right, of course. My bad. Well, I'm out. Later.
Later. With the lazy wave of his hand, Dio slouched off towards the magenta door. It took me a moment to realize Kay was following him.
Hey, what is this? You following me?
No, you must be mistaken. I hope to investigate Floor B further. There are still several rooms I haven't visited.
Okay. You don't have to tell me your life story. See ya.
Their conversation ended as they reached the door and stepped through it. Why'd you post a knife crab on Twitter? Because initially I was going to post a one with the kid holding a knife, and I was like, yeah, let's not do that. I was like, and then I remembered the crab with the knife. So I was like, okay, let's go with the crab. Who knows, man? It's probably a baby crab. All right. What should I do?
Tonight's that eclipse, remember?
You could post a video of Knife Kid.
Huh?
Do you mean like an actual video, or you mean specifically you talking about Quark? Maybe I could have searched for Quark. I wonder if there's a Quark GIF. Let me see. Curious now. Quark. What the hell? Is the dude from freaking Star... It's like a whole bunch of them from the dude from Star Trek. I didn't Google anything. I'm searching gifts on Twitter. Why would I Google that? Tonight's at Eclipse, remember? What a way to end 2028, huh? Don't worry, all I saw was the dude from Star Trek. Of course. I need to get the rest of that story out of Tenmyoji. The words were scarcely out of my mouth before I set off at a dead run down the hallway and towards the infirmary. It does, unless you are designated as a regular, aka you've been in the channel for a certain amount of time. Oh, there's nobody here. The room was completely empty. I edged forward and peeked around the partition. Success! Knife kid. Whoops. What the fuck? Hold on. What the hell? It's not copying the damn link. Copy URL.
And let me see what you have. No!
I've actually never seen that. What do you have? A knife! Oh man, that's Quark before the Radical 6. No. Oh, you got an emote. I forgot. Did I get emotes? I'm the streamer. I don't know if I get them. What did I get? I shouldn't even be checking this now. Alright. The room was completely empty. I edged forward and peeked around the partition. There he was. Tenmyoji. He was standing next to Quark, apparently oblivious to my presence, looking down at something in his hand. A picture. I must have made some small noise because he suddenly looked up, saw me, and hastily shoved the photo back into his pocket. What was that? What was that? It was a photo of something, right? Was it yours?
Forget it. It's got nothing to do with you.
But all the stuff we had with us when we got grabbed was taken away. Why were you hiding it?
Why should I tell all of you about one measly photo?
The kid is so fucking excited he found a knife. I mean, I'm sure he doesn't play with knives every day, so it's probably exciting. It's like when kids, they play with, I mean, kids get excited for a lot of things. It's like, oh my god, it's a rock. You know what's funny is a friend of mine's kid got a rock polishing machine. So I guess what it does, I don't really know everything, but the gist of it is that it takes like the sharp edges off of rocks. You put it in this machine and like it rotates, but apparently that machine has to run for like a full day and it's super loud. So that person's parents were like, this sucks. Anyway, where's Luna?
I asked her to leave. I wanted to be alone with Quark for a bit. So, why are you here?
I know what a rock tumbler is. I got one as a gift as a child. My parents had similar regrets. Yeah, I heard that. I was like, yeah, I'd probably feel regret too. It sucks because I don't know, I always feel like you get like the short end of the stick. You always feel like you contribute, for at least me, You know, for something like a white elephant, like you contribute a really good gift and everyone brings like not great stuff, but I know it's a very subjective thing. I wanted to hear the rest.
The rest of what? What the hell are you talking about?
But yeah, I hope all of you guys had a nice Christmas or holidays. I'm talking about the simulated manned mission to Mars. We heard that. We heard that recording about it. Oh, you did a white elephant at work? What did you end up with?
I don't have any idea what you're talking about. I'm getting old. Memory's not what it used to be. I seem to be forgetting a lot of stuff lately.
I put in a book of tips on how to sound smart during meetings, and a coloring book titled "Maybe Swearing Will Help." Nice. I like when people bring in creative stuff that you've never seen before, or like, you know, being ironic instead of just being a meme, as White Elephant kind of is. I seem to be forgetting a lot of stuff lately. Hey, nice try, pal, but you're not getting away with it this time. Ended up with a tiny Dumbledore lamp and liar's dice. Oh, a Dumbledore. That sounds actually nice. Oh, you remember something? All right, you remember so much. You told me it'd take way more than 10 minutes to tell it all. Caught red-handed.
You really sure you want to know?
Huh?
Maybe I'll tell you, and then you'll regret it. Maybe you'll wish you'd kept your fool mouth shut.
You stole it. I would have stole it. My elephant stealing junk. Yeah, for sure. There's always different rules for White Elephant too. Like one of the ones that I go to every year, we have a... It's funny because like we used to do this when we were younger too, but we're all old now. It's like we have a whatchamacallit, like a beer, like a yard thing. I forgot what it's called, but it's like a yard, right, of beer, and you have to take like you have to chug out of it before you steal something. Maybe I'll tell you, and then again, maybe you'll wish you kept your foul mouth shut.
Just think about all the hopes you've got for the future, and all the happy memories of your past.
Is this the link to your thing? I shall take a look. Oh, nice. I like the cover. It's cute. A coloring book of motivation, puns, and cursing.
What if what I have to tell you makes everything you've ever believed ring hollow, and the whole world just crumbles around you? You sure you want that?
Hey, come on, you don't need to threaten me.
This isn't a threat. I'm being honest here. Are you really, truly prepared?
Tell me now. I want to know. Well, of course. I never got the chance to say I am. Oh, somebody's dead. Before I could, Fi exploded into the room, her face a mixture of anxiety and fear.
Good. There you are.
Did something happen?
Alice is... Look, just come with me. She's in the number 2 cabin.
What's in there? Without waiting for a response, Fi spun around and ran back out of the room. It's full of cute animals and swear words. You know, I feel like that's a thing lately. Like a lot of grown-ups taking cute things and making it adult-like. Like, for example, there is this card game. I don't know. There's a card game. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it uses pictures of unicorns. But there's like a lewd version. Emilia and I exchanged a quick, confused look, then leaped up and took off after her. Alice! The first thing I saw when I stepped through the door was a blossom of red on her chest. It felt as if I'd walked straight into a brick wall. I stopped short, my body refusing to move. Can I skip this? Nope. No, why did this happen? I forced one shaking foot forward and then the next. My legs began to buckle and I put a hand against the wall to steady myself as my heart thundered in my chest. Yeah, I've played Exploding Kittens. It's fun. Calm down, calm down. This looks pretty bad, but you don't actually know anything yet. Yeah, that's right. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe we can still save her. Then at last, I pressed my fingers to her neck and those hopes were dashed. No pulse. Clearly she wasn't breathing either. Her pupils had dilated hideously, making her face seem somehow inhuman. No, not true. It's not true. Why? Then I noticed it. All the blood must have distracted me, but now I saw that there was a scalpel buried in her chest. She can walk that off. Exactly. You know, like Taylor Swift. Just brush it off. Judging by the position of the handle, she had been stabbed through the heart. I felt a sympathetic twinge of pain in my own chest and my stomach lurched. Bile and hopelessness rose up in my throat. I stood, hands balled tightly into white-knuckled fists, and took a deep breath. That's the only Taylor Swift song I know, and I love it. I won't lie. I like Blank Check too, or Blank Space, or whatever the fuck the name of the song is. All around the room were the rest of the Nonary Games participants, except of course for Quark. I wanted to ask which one of them had killed her. Even if it had been one of them, though, there was no way they'd answer. All I could do was stare at each one of them in turn, asking myself, is this person a murderer? The looks they traded with one another suggested that I wasn't the only person wondering if they were standing next to a killer. An unsettling silence filled the room. Clover was the first to speak.
Who did this?
You know what would be crazy? If the person that kills everybody is actually like Sigma, but you don't see it happen because you're playing this perspective, and then maybe the virus like triggers memory loss, and I think there was one part where everything kind of sped up, so it's possible that things like that played out, like something sped up and you just don't remember. Who did this?
Say something! Answer me!
Please, Clover, calm down. We don't even know if she was killed.
Then what happened? An accident?
An accident?
You think a scalpel just dropped from the ceiling and stabbed her?
Cool it, kid.
You did it, didn't you?
Are you nuts?
Then who did it?
Clover, even if we assume that she was murdered, that doesn't necessarily mean the killer was one of us, does it?
Wait a minute. You went into the AB room with Alice during the last round, didn't you? Something happened in there, didn't it?
No, nothing happened.
Don't lie to me! There's no way Alice would just run off like that! She wouldn't leave me! Something happened! If she was going to leave, she'd tell me! She...
Hey, Clover, don't you think just assuming Alice was murdered is jumping the gun a little bit?
How can you look at her and say that? Scalpels don't just stab people all by themselves!
I mean, she could have stabbed herself. Look at Quark.
Oh, I see. I get it now. You're all in on it, aren't you? It wasn't just one killer. It was 6! No wonder you're so anxious to say this wasn't a murder.
Yes, we all took turns. Exactly.
Clover, please, just settle down.
Including the scalpel. Scalpel counts too.
Fine. Show me some proof then.
She is very emotional.
Prove to me in 10
Oh, 10 seconds. Okay.
Or I'm going to kill every last one of you bastards! You're all going to die just like she did!
Hey, hold on a minute.
9, 8, 7, Clover, 6, 5, 4,
Clover!
3, 2, 1.
I don't remember if she did this last time. Slaps her silly. What? To be continued. Guess we're supposed to know something in order to continue? God damn, another question mark. Okay, now we're gonna betray Tenmyuji, and then Clover. This is like Clover's section or something. It has to be. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but I'm just guessing. What is this? Our cast for this game: Cleaver, Moonface, Not a Man, but it was Mel, Tom, Potassium, Mr. Generic Protagonist, All Ice, Cinderblock. Those are the rejected nicknames that Zero Jr. gave everybody. How's it going? Happy scores, buddy. The preview for the stream was scalpels don't just stab people by themselves. Nice. Yeah, I like those moments where it takes the screen and it's just like at the most unexpected time.
Hey, Sigma.
All right, she's gonna listen to everything we want. Anything.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now
Tenmyuji
be
gonna be
displayed.
so pissed.
Please direct your...
So what up, Darktooth?
Points have been assigned, or please check.
So, that's how it is, huh?
That's how it is.
Promises are made to be broken, I see.
You know what? I need someone to listen to me, okay? Sorry, I just couldn't bring myself to trust
I could
you.
have chosen betray and killed you. That was a possibility.
Yeah. After all, you did choose betray in the last
That
round.
was a completely different situation. Well, in any event, your idiotic paranoia has given Clover 9 BP. How do you intend to deal with that?
You know, she's gonna talk to us, and then it'll distract her. Don't worry, she'd never try and open the...
Really? Then what's that?
Huh?
Look, I believe she's standing in front of the number 9 door right now.
Well, what the hell? No way. Oh, it's not her. It's not her ending because we don't have 9 points. I think the goal is to make it out with different people while we have 9.
Oh, the number 9 door.
She opened it.
Shit!
Clover, what the hell are you doing?
Sorry. Alice gave me an order, though.
Clover, you have to get out of here and call for help. My BP's down to 1. I'll have to play the AV game at least 3 more times in order to get to 9. If someone beats me to it, then we'll be trapped here forever. That can't happen. I'm giving you an order as your commanding officer.
Commanding officer?
Escape.
About the promise you made me. Please talk to me.
Promise?
You said you'd listen to anything I said.
So, I am, aren't I? I can sure hear you well enough. Every little word is reaching my ears, isn't it?
You.
What? Were you thinking of something gross?
Maybe.
You're a perv.
Hey, come on now. Please touch my penis. That's so polite.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain.
Anyway, I did what I promised, so I'll be heading off now.
Clover!
Clover!
Yo, okay, come on, man. Use that superpower speed. Go. I see you. You did it a different ending.
Fucking bitch!
Whoa. Damn, Dio.
You're not getting out of here!
He doesn't hold back. Sometimes asking politely works. Neo leapt toward Clover with a roar, but she danced quickly aside, dodging his punch with ease. Damn, you suck ass,
guys.
Neo. Bye, guys. With the last carefree grin, she leapt through the door number 9. Game over.
The number this end. Thank you. As the game escape, please.
She's gone.
Shit!
All we can do now is wait for her to call for help.
Help, huh? Let's hope there's still someone who can.
What's that supposed to mean? Temioji said nothing, just shuffled off through the yellow door and out of the room. A cold silence descended on the rest of us. It was a silence that promised to remain for a very, very long time. Game over. So one thing I realize is you're not... I mean, right now I'm just trying to go down every path, but it's a pretty... for sure thing that if somebody reaches 9 before you do, you're gonna get a game over. I mean, maybe there's somebody who actually gets 9 that decides not to go. And if I had to choose somebody, I would say Luna. But so far it's been like, once they hit 9, it's adios and game over. You can get a pity fuck at a bar like that. I'm pretty good. Didn't sleep too well last night, so I enjoyed a cool stream and that helped a lot. So I got lots of stuff done today too. Nice. So it was a happy ending. Wasn't happy for me. Oh shit. I right clicked by accident. God damn it. Hurry up. That's when you get sprayed in the dick. All right. Okay. This time I guess we're gonna go into the other door. Go through the red door with Dio. I'll take Dio, that means a red door for us.
Whoa. Betting on the dark horse, huh? Feels kind of weird to say that about myself. Anyway, might as well be polite. Thank you.
Whoa. Are you okay with that, Clover?
Well, I don't really trust him, but if Alice really wants to go with option B...
Yes, this works fine. Kay, Tenmyoji, and I will take the green door. It's not great, but it's better than Dio. I'm good.
Well, I'm willing to do option B. Quark should be fine if he's with Luna.
Okay, I'll take good care of him. I promise.
What about Phi and K?
No problems here. I'll take Quark and Luna and we'll do the blue door.
I also approve of option B. I will take the green door, correct?
Yeah, good. Looks like we're all set. Kay nodded and handed Quark gently to Luna.
10 seconds.
Come on, guys, hurry. The doors are already closing.
Coming.
I know.
2 seconds to spare, we leapt across the threshold.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
The red door. What is this? There are 3 different
Which one
doors.
do we take?
Dunno, but it looks like they're all locked anyway.
So this is a dead end? Great.
Okay, it looks like a really swole Zenyatta. Yeah, I can see that. Zenyatta looks like... Yeah, they don't get enough to eat. No, hold on. What's this thing?
Well, it's got a lever on it.
Don't get too attached. It's probably a lever.
That's so funny. Are you serious?
Pretty good, huh? Am I great or what? Huh?
Based on our last playthrough, not so much.
Hey, Sigma, is this chick simple or something?
Simple? Hey, that's messed up. I wouldn't rule it out. Let's just take it easy with her, okay?
Hey! What kind of a gentleman has a secret conversation in front of a lady? I guess it can't be helped, though. You boys just secrete secrets.
We poop it out. The jokes are so funny. The answer is yes, though. 3%. And Darktooth, you on diet? But eating air?
Oh man, I'm good.
Yes, all good.
Sigma, please, let me give her a smack.
What? That's my... What? I wouldn't do that. What if it only makes her worse?
Well, I think that's enough genius comedy for now. How about we throw that lever?
I thought you said we should stay away from it.
Well, you don't really think anything bad's gonna happen if you pull it, do you? Besides, it's not like we can go back.
Fine, I'll do it. Ready? Here we go!
Huh? The center one opened.
Looks like the others are still locked, though.
Through the center one, then. Forward!
Without waiting for a response, Clover marched through the door. Dio and I shared a glance, shook our heads, and followed. He's so low-key manipulative. He's the voice of the chat right now. Feels like this was not in my mission briefing. Alright. Whoa. Whoa. What is this place?
Well, it said laboratory on the door, didn't it? I figure that means they're dissecting frogs or building mine rays or something.
The laboratory. A laboratory, huh?
Do you think they might research stuff like viruses here?
The G virus. Where's the tyrant?
If they do...
Good idea. We might be able to find some of that Axelavir.
If we do, we can cure Quark.
You really think it'll be that easy?
Well, somebody's a positive thinker.
Just saying. This place hasn't exactly been set up for us to succeed so far.
Well, we won't know until we look, so let's get started. Find a way. Seek a way out. The last room and the room before that were actually pretty easy puzzles, so I'm hoping that's a trend from now on. It's black. There's nothing going on here. Seed. Cylinder full of seeds. They're round. One half is colored and the other isn't. Is this a microscope? I tried looking into the eyepiece, but it's pitch black in there. Well, there's these 4 holes on top of it. Maybe we need to stick something in them. A machine that looks like a microscope of some sort. There are 4 circular holes on top. I wonder if I'm supposed to put something in the holes. Most seeds. They're thin and striped. Alright, so they're actually different. What's this thing? That thing on the top looks like some sort of industrial strength lid. Yo, it's a mixer. You open it up, it looks like a blender or something. I don't think you'd use it for cooking though. Maybe it's for scientific experimentation. Scientific? We're in a lab. Yeah, you could probably pulverize just about anything with something this heavy duty. Heavy duty. A binder. There's some paper inside it. It says DNA extraction instructions. If you found DNA extraction instructions, you can review them in the archive. Through following steps, extract DNA from a plant's root and seeds. Place plant material in designated blender and activate blender. Once the material has been thoroughly broken down, add in a solution of saline water. Liquid will be filtered and dripped down into the beaker. Once it has done so, pour the ethanol into the beaker. DNA will collect out the bottom of the beaker. Use an empty capsule to collect it. Okay. All right. Something on this tray. It looks like a ball. There isn't anything in it. Do you think we're supposed to stick this metal part into something? Maybe. One hemisphere of this capsule is transparent. It's empty. Cylinder full of seeds. They're thin and don't have any markings. A tray, nothing on it anymore. A binder. Some paper. Let me see that. Says steps for dissecting a frog. Remove the specimen from its preserving ethanol. Dispose of the ethanol by pouring it down the drain of the fume cupboard. Ethanol will be filtered and gathered in a liquid waste tank beneath the cupboard. Begin dissection using provided scalpel. Be sure to conduct your dissection inside the fume cupboard. A binder. Looks like there's 2 pieces of paper in here. Yeah, let's see. Hydroponics Research 1 and 2. Oh my god, so many papers. Prepare the 5 different hydroponic fluids. Dilute with ratio. 1 part fluid, 10 parts water. Each fluid has a distinct color. Prepare the 5 types of plant seeds, 2 long seeds, 3 round seeds. Research has shown that there is a distinct and repeatable relationship between the fluid use and the type of seed. These relationships can be characterized in the following manner. Long seeds fail to germinate in 3 of the fluids. Round seeds in fluid B, D fail to germinate. Under the marking. Okay. It's like too much information to process right now. What's this thing? Who knows? The strange machine. We don't know what it does, so it's probably best to leave it alone for now. Scalpel. It's a scalp. It's a scalper. What? Sorry. It's a scalpel. Pretty fancy tray. Is that a cat playing with a ball of yarn? Are you even looking? Are you even looking at it? It's a lion. How are you not kidding that? What? Sorry. It's a sort of tick I picked up when I was a kid. Whenever I talked about cats, I kind of, well, you heard. That's pretty weird. You're weird. Huh? Why'd they put a speaker here? That's a drain. What is wrong with you? seeds. Round and don't have any markings. Alrighty, alrighty. Brown and striped. These look like something you might put specimens in. Maybe there's nothing in them right now. Empty containers. Roots. What the hell is this? A dead spider? Maybe it's a fake beard. Have you ever seen a person with a beard like this? Yeah, my grandpa had one. It looks like a root. It's probably some kind of preserved specimen. Beakers, they're empty. Meep, meep, meep. Oh, what's a Muppet reference. Saline solution. Sip, this is saline solution. What the hell, Clover? What if it had been poison or something? Hee hee, you worry too much. I just pretended to drink it. Now, how do you know it's saline solution? It says on the underside of the lid, silly. Okay. Herbert! Look, it's the Lord Hoppington. Don't give it a name. Aw, looks like he's dead. Yeah, he's probably been preserved. I think the liquid inside is ethanol. How do you know? The smell? Really? Yeah, it smells like disinfectant, right? And besides, scientists preserve stuff in ethanol all the time. Alright. I can't click on this? Guess not. Whoa. There's a large lever embedded in the wall. Man, look at all these pipes. I think they run down to the beakers underneath. There are handles where the pipes meet. If you turn the handle right, the liquid goes right. And if you turn it left, the liquid goes left. So maybe if you put it in the middle, half goes to the left and half goes to the right. What is this liquid then? Probably water. What do the numbers mean? Are they supposed to indicate the amount of water that flows out of each pipe? There aren't any units, but it looks like 80 somethings of water come out of the center pipe. And then each pipe after the split gets 40. So we're supposed to regulate the flow of water with the handle so that each beaker gets the correct amount. Yeah. How do we get the water to come out in the first place though? I think you're probably just pull that lever over there on the right, like this. If you're turning the correct levers, pull down the lever on the right to pour water into the beakers. Okay, let's give it a shot. I mean, I don't know. What are the 5 different hydroponic fluids? Dilute with ratio, 1 part fluid, 10 parts water. Okay, that makes sense. 1 part fluid, 10 parts water. So this 10 parts, so this needs 30, 20, 50, and 30. The thing is, how do you put 20, 40? Okay, it'd be 60. So you take 60 and half it. $80 plus 40, 120. So 60. That would be 60. That would be 80. 80. So each time you put it downward, it halves it. Let's just brute force it for now. Curious. It doesn't actually change anything. Oh, this one turned green. Okay, cool. Alright, so this is 50. So in order to get 50, we need 100. Do you have to do them at the same time? Because you gotta do it at the same time. $80, $100. Alright, there we go. Alright, so 20 here. So in order to get 20, okay, alright. I think we can just like brute force it now. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright. In order, so we gotta to do 30, we gotta half 60. So I think it would be very similar to what's over here. Oh shit. Okay. They all just face down. The hell? You pour the water into the beakers and all the lights are green. You did it! Alright, so all the beakers are prepared. What the hell is this? There's a rectangular hole in the wall. Alright, so the beakers are done. Oh, I guess we mix... I don't know what... Preparation 2, prepare the 5 types of plant seeds. 2 long seeds, 3 round seeds. 2 long, 3 round. 2 long, 3 round. We're going to use those seeds in the mixer. Yeah, you think I shouldn't? No, I just mean, don't you think you should put all of them in? You mean all 5 different types of seeds? Yeah. Interesting. Why not? Alright, done. Alright, I'll just pour the saline solution in here. There is a funnel above the beaker. Filtered liquid comes out of it. Eventually. Okay, looking good. What are we supposed to do next? What does that manual say? Well, step number 3 says something like this. The liquid will filter into the beaker. Add ethanol to the liquid. Guess you should pour in the ethanol then. Ethanol? A mixer for use. I guess I need to put some ethanol. What's the? Hey, wasn't that thing you found called steps for dissecting a frog? I'd say it's pretty clear what we're supposed to do next, wouldn't you? So dissect the frog. Wait, where do we dissect it? Over here? Betray. Where do we put the frog? NG replication. Let's dissect the frog, but where? What is this door? There's a steel plate bolted across this door. You can't open it. Shit looks like a microscope. There are 4 circular holes on top. I wonder if I'm supposed to put something in the holes. What is this? I wonder what happens if I take these. The beakers contain a liquid culture. Each seed requires a particular kind of culture. Place each seed in the appropriate beaker. By dragging a seed on top of another seed, you can switch them. Press check button after you put the seeds in the correct places. Which seed is in the correct culture? You have completed this puzzle. I'm not sure what's going on, but here goes. Oh, it tells you right here. The long seeds failed to germinate in three of the fluids. Round seeds in fluid B, yellow, and fluid D, cyan, failed to germinate. None of the marked seeds germinated if put in fluid C. None of the marked seeds. Okay, so I'll put unmarked seed on C. Non-marked seeds failed to germinate in fluid A or B. When the striped seeds were put into fluid D, cyan, and fluid E, blue, only one of them failed to germinate. Round seeds in fluid B failed to germinate. Striped. Non-marked seeds failed to germinate in A or B. So this doesn't go here. A or B. What? I knew what I was doing. You did it, Sigma. You've sown your seeds. Don't say that. Huh? Why not? Just don't. Dude, I'm gonna be honest. That was totally a fluke. Quiet, you two. Look at this. Oh, it's a Pokeball. A red capsule. There's a red capsule sitting in the hole. Pokeball. A small capsule, half of it is red. A Pokeball, catch all the rabbits. Exactly. Catch that. 0. It has some sort of metal protrusion. So are we done with this? Yeah. So we have these balls. Let's see. Place plant material in designated blender and activate blender. Once it has done so, pour the ethanol into the beaker. Remove the specimen from its preserving ethanol. Dispose the ethanol by pouring it down the drain in the fume cupboard. Alright, hold on. So here. Okay, I'll just pour the froggy ethanol into the drain. And set the frog over here. Okay. Dispose of the ethanol by pouring it down the drain in the fume cupboard. The ethanol will be filtered and gathered in the liquid waste tank beneath the cupboard. Begin dissection using provided scalpel. This tank collects liquid waste. The ethanol I poured down the drain should be here. It's a little big, but I have a feeling we should take it. A tank that collects liquid waste. Right now it's full of the ethanol that the frog was in. So do we actually have to dissect the frog? Sigma, what are you gonna do with the scalpel? Are you gonna cut Lord Hoppington open? The frog didn't look that flat in the 3DS version. It was chubbier. Oh, it was floating. I don't really have a choice, do I? But poor Lord Hoppington. What are you freaking out about? So how did the game look compared to this version? Like, was there a massive difference? Because I know 3DS is, I mean, it's a handheld and it's older. That's not the point. It's still sad. Yeah, it is kind of sad. Oh, for the love of, this frog is dead. It is an ex-frog. Ugh, fine. I'll do it. Hey, well, I guess that saves me the trouble. Huh? Something came out of his stomach. A blue capsule? Yo, it's an Ultra Ball. A small capsule, half of it is blue. It has some sort of metal protrusion. Sniff, Lord Hoppington, why? You left us too soon. Shut up. Honestly, I like the look of 3DS better because it was small. A lot of small errors weren't as noticeable. That makes, yeah, that does make sense. But it could be 3D at points. Alright, we got the ethanol. I'm pretty sure it said to pour it in here. Alright, next I pour the ethanol into the beaker. Then I guess this should do it. Do you think this gel here has the DNA in it that we're supposed to collect? Probably. So what do we do with it? Does the manual say anything? Oh yeah, I think there was a 4th step in there. DNA would collect at the bottom of the beaker. Use an empty capsule to collect it. An empty capsule. Alright, I'm gonna dip the protrusion on this capsule into the stuff in the beaker. Awesome, you got it all. You gotta catch them all. Yellow capsule. It's a super ball? Shut up, so mean, Dio. Dio is not a fun dude. He is not. He is the opposite of fun. Alright. Master Ball? I don't know. The yellow ball in Pokemon Go. Pokeball, Ultra Ball, and then the yellow and black one. Is it GS? It's some kind of it's a type of Pokeball. Alright, we're doing this. Oh, look, the screen changed. What's going on? You put in the yellow capsule, right? I think it reacted to that. Why? Don't know, but I was just thinking. Thinking what? Well, that thing we just put in had plant DNA in it, right? Maybe that caused this. Anyway, let's go have a look. Whoa. This is... Okay, moon, star. This is the safe password. Perfect. This is just what we needed. Yeah, now we can get in the safe. The hell? That was so unexpected. Yo, we ballin'. Yes, it opened. You did it. We did it. Put the other balls in there. Okay, we need to fill another one. Gotcha. I got it. I got it, dude. I got it. It drained. Oh, I guess not. A plant root. Saline solution. We don't have the scalpel anymore. Okay, time to throw this root in the mixer. About to drink some ginseng tea. Alright, done. Alright, I'll just pour the saline solution in here. There's a funnel above the beaker. Filtered liquid comes out of it eventually. Oh my god, it's green! Okay, looking good. And then the ethanol. Then we got the DNA. Alright, fill our ball green. Alright, I'm gonna dip the protrusion. Awesome, you got it all! Whoa. Never seen that kind of Pokeball. Sigma, come here. What's wrong? I can see something in here. What do you mean, something? Hard, just look. It's easier than explaining. Where, man? This one? Please don't be a jump scare. Yo, where you want me to look, you butthole? I don't know where to look. Oh, in the microscope? What the heck is this? Probably a simplified version of a DNA sequence. A is adenine, G is guanine, C is cytosine, T is thymine. I think we can manipulate it. Yeah, it looks like the puzzle has to do with pairing these bases. Bases? Yeah, DNA is made out of 4 bases. A, G, C, and T. Sure. However, you can only bind A and T or G and C. A and T or G and C. Anything else just won't work. These are called complementary base pairings. You sure know a lot about this stuff. Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, you should be able to solve the puzzle now. You know, why don't you do it? Give it a shot. Reposition each row so that each A is connected to the T bone and each G is connected to the C bone. Move each row sideways until the letters match up. Oh, okay. A and G. Gee, I wonder why Dio knows about DNA. He's a spy. A, T, and C, G. I'm like not even thinking, I just want to brute force it. T-A. Oh shit, there's that one too? Do you have to? It does. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that! AT and CG. I'm annoyed. Come on, baby. We throw sideways until the letters match up. Alright. I was like, am I missing something? Is there like maybe something that I should have been using? AT. Which one is the one that doesn't move others? That is actually a good question. Okay, so this one. Okay. Thanks for asking me that. Okay. That actually helps a lot. Alright, so we know this one should probably be the last one. Woo! Nice, Robbie. Getting amazing hints. Ha! Did it. Good job, Sigma. That was awesome. You want a treat? I'm not hungry. You're turkey. What in the hell? Stop screwing off. We don't have time for that. Yeah, we were just talking about turkey. We were talking about turkey the other day. Now let's get over here and look at this, because Santa is from Turkey. What? No, I mean, wait. What do you mean what I said? No, I mean like it was that was a good observation. Clover and Sigma just goofing off and it's cute. Yeah, it's I think so. They got the puns going. They're both memers. Huh? There's something on it. Wait, on what? This? Sun, sun, star. Sun, sun, star. Let's go. Ha! It opened! Awesome! The suspense was killing me. Okay, what we've got here first is a map. It says floor B, and I don't want to find out the floor is I didn't know the lounge, and then that would make floor. I mean, let it get there. Yeah, I guess so. I think they are partly doing it because it bugs Dio. I can see that. All right, let's keep looking. There's a lot of stuff in here. These are The key cards. Yo, so Robbie, is it true that, I don't know if I asked you this already, because I know you said you played on DS, so I'm assuming you went through the game and got all the endings, right? So you actually had to start from the beginning and do them all. You couldn't go to like the flow chart and port around, right? Oh my god. I'm sorry, man. The key cards. Each one's got a picture of a moon on it. But these have to be the cards the announcer was talking about. Looks like they gave us two, just like with the sun cards. I'm a solo, so I'll hang on to one. Cool? Sure, fine. Next up, we've got a notebook. I played through this game like 5 times. It did have a flow chart. It did. Okay. That's good. 999 did it. Did you play 999 on the DS also? Because that was mentioned. The flowchart thing was mentioned to me before, so I thought it was potentially both games. Anything interesting? But at the same time, I also was told that the DS did a good job utilizing both streams, which yeah, that's actually, I feel like that's kind of a big thing. It's like a clue out in the open. Anything interesting? I can't read any of this. Are these even letters? Yes, just like over 9 years ago. Nine. 2 days ago was my 9-year anniversary. Oh wow. Dang, 9 years ago. Crazy. What the heck is this? Isn't it a journal? It's got dates and stuff. Maybe, but I can't read any of this. What language is it? Langot. Which language? Who knows? Maybe it's Brazilian? They speak Portuguese in Brazil. Anyway, what else have we got here? It's a weird thing to remember? I don't think so. Sometimes a lot of people reference different things to connect themselves to the past and whatnot. And I do the same thing. The only thing with me is I have a hard time remembering dates and stuff. So I can picture and remember things very vividly from things in the past, but I can never remember like what year and stuff it took place in. I got it for the holidays. Oh, nice. It's like 2 more things. Is that medicine? What's it say on the label? Axel Lever. Axel lever. Look at her with her smirk face because we mentioned an axe. Wait, didn't Luna say something about Axel lever? You're right. This is it. This is Axelavir. Axelavir. It's the cure for Radical 6. Whoa, hold on. Let me see that. Later, we need to get out of here as quick as possible. Yeah, we need to get this stuff to Quark. First, look how desperate he is to see it. That's what he wants. We know this, I think. First, we've got to get out of this room. Yeah, but that's easy. You got it, right? We got it! Alright, let's go. The funny thing is, some of these machines weren't used. So I want to think that coming back here is a possibility. Oh man, that means you got this game for Christmas Eve. That's awesome. Man, whoever hooked you up, they did a good job. Right now it says lock. You guys ready? Yeah, let's do it. Just get it over with. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. You found it.
Hey, hold on a minute.
Uh-oh.
There's something... Nah, I guess there's a couple of things I want to double check. Well, one of them's not really significant, I guess.
Huh?
First off, this machine. We didn't even end up using this thing, did we?
I know, we usually use everything. Yeah.
I was just wondering what it was.
I have strong memories of playing on Christmas night by my grandma's fireplace. That's nice. That sounds nice. Yeah, for a split second, I remembered that DS's handheld. I mean, I knew it was handheld, but I didn't really think about the circumstance of playing it on a DS. But yeah, that would have been nice. Well, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to answer that. Look at the side here. There's a name or something. IG Replicator.
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
Whoa, we can put the cure or whatever in there. Axle lever. It's like a copy machine.
Probably copies IG, whatever that is.
Instagram. Any ideas?
Who knows? Ice cream by the gallon?
Of course. This machine must be here so we can just make all the ice cream we want. Are you nuts? You're one idiotic girl, you know that? What? That's so mean. In other words, an IG.
Oh, good one.
Oh, idiotic girl, IG.
Hey, this isn't the time for stupid jokes. There's a helpless child back there in the infirmary who needs our help.
Oh, okay, Dio. Sure, dude, you totally care about the kid. He was right, of course. I hung my head in shame.
At any rate, as long as we don't know what IG means, we can't do anything with this machine, right?
Instagram, grab, intelligent, jeans.
That's right.
Makes sense. On to the second issue. Sigma, you found a journal and some sort of vial in the safe, right?
Yes, why? You think I'm gonna give it to you? Yeah.
The vial. Could you show it to me again?
I'll let you look at it. Why?
I didn't really get a good look at it before.
Why you care so much, man? He's gonna save his lions.
You guys were in there so close I could barely see it. Was it really Excelivir?
Yeah, definitely. As I spoke, I pulled the vial out of my pocket. It's like Kool-Aid. See, it's written right there on the label. Excelivir.
You really are an idiot.
Huh?
Although I guess in this case the G in IG stands for guy.
What? I don't... The words were barely out of my mouth when he moved. Before I could blink, the vial disappeared from my hand. Hey, what gives?
What are you doing?
Dio slipped the vial quickly into his coat.
Oh, don't worry. I'll keep it safe. I'll even give it back to you later.
No, not later. Give it back now.
I don't think so. If you want it back, you're gonna have to listen to my request.
Oh, he's gonna tell us to, like, get naked.
Request?
Yeah, that's what I said. If you want this back, in the next AB game, you have to choose ally.
Ally? Wait, is that why you took the medicine to blackmail me?
That's horrible! You're using Quark's life as leverage!
Well, I've got some really good reasons to do so.
You have to get out, you jerk.
I'll be happy to give it back if you just do what I say.
I didn't realize until they started to hurt that I'd curl my hands into fists. If Dio would only give me an opening.
I wouldn't try and take it back by force if I were you. You make any sudden moves and I'll smash it.
He patted his pocket gently.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excelavir in here. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
Who came with him last time here? Because in the previous playthrough, I think we went with Tenmyoji. Actually, I don't even remember what room we were in. Was it the infirmary? No, it wasn't the infirmary. I'm just curious, because then that means that this probably played out, but without us. We were in the pressure exchange chamber. So we were with Tenmyoji and Clover, which means that Dio. I don't know. I'd have to look at all the options again. I mean, it depends on who voted. I can't remember like who voted. I think it was Phi, Dio, and Luna. Unless I'm confused by a different door. No, that might have been a different section. Might have been like over here. Yeah, I don't remember. I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor. Damn it.
That's not fair.
This game isn't about compassion. It's not about being clever. It's about one thing. How well you can manipulate people to your advantage. How unfair you can be. So, what are you gonna do? Ready to promise me you'll pick Ally?
Fine. I promise.
I knew you'd say it eventually. I'm glad you understand how this works. But don't think about trying anything funny. Break your promise and, well, you know what happens.
Maybe he didn't come this way, because in the other playthrough, they actually gave Quark the medicine. So Dio either didn't have it, or he actually gave it up. Play in VLR to find out. Skip mode is fast. On the actual DS?
See you chumps later.
See you chumps later.
Really looking forward to the next round.
With one last self-satisfied chuckle, Dio strutted out of the room.
Are you really going to do what he says?
Yeah.
Sigma, you've only got one BP right now. If we choose Ally and he chooses Betray...
I know. I'll drop to -1, and that means I'll get penalized.
But that means...
Look, it's not like I want to, alright? If we don't do as he says, then he'll destroy the medicine. If he does that, then Quark will...
So you're going to die to save his life?
Yes! I will.
That's... Why would you do that?
Because I'm a caring person. I'd sacrifice myself for a child with the beer bong on his head. And honestly, I was terrified. My choice was far from a foregone conclusion. Well, we should get back to the upper floor. Everybody else is probably finished already. I bet they're waiting for us. I didn't wait for Clover's response. Dude, this means it'll be the first time someone's Fitbit actually drops below 0. I'm interested. Man, I can't believe you busted out the DS to play parallel. It's like 999.
An ambidex 45 minutes remain.
Sorry.
Oh, I remember now. He was with K and Phi, I think. Because Dio always opens his door. And then I'm like 100, I'm 99% sure I know Kay was there because Kay's like, I didn't do it. Dio opened the door. I also want to say Phi. I think it was Phi.
I went ahead and cracked it open a bit early.
Oh, Phi and Luna went with Dio. Oh, you know what? Maybe Kay was just out here already. Not that he actually went with him. Oh, so when we were with Ten Myoji and who the hell were we with again? We were with Ten Myoji and somebody else. Dio was with Phi and Luna. Dio. In one of his hands was a moon key. He twirled it around like a veteran gambler, grinned, and slid it back into his pocket.
You don't mind, right? I figured you and Clover would get up here right away. Besides,
Oh, Clover. We were with
it'd be best to
Clover.
get this done soon before you lose your nerve. I don't know about you. I'm really looking forward to the next round.
Dio has a weakness for women, and Phi wouldn't fall for any shit. I should wear a wig. Ugh. I glanced around the warehouse. Alice and Kay were back, as was Phi, and of course Clover. Where are Tenmyoji and the rest of them?
We carried Quark to one of the beds. Tenmyoji and Luna are looking after him.
Dio, the true scumbag, scumbug, they both fit.
How's he doing?
Well, it's hard to say. He seems to be sleeping soundly, but beyond that, there's really no way to know.
No change then, huh?
Right.
So what was your room, Sigma?
A laboratory.
Is that so?
Did it look like the kind of place where they'd be researching viruses and DNA and those kinds of things?
How do you know that?
Yeah, it did.
Was there any of that Excelivir?
Don't tell those other idiots that you found some Excelivir in here.
Yo, the conversation changed too. They never asked the other people about this.
I hear one word about it, and the next thing you hear will be little bits of glass shattering on the floor.
This pond is made out of plastic. My eyes flickered to Dio for a moment. Or flicked. No, nothing. Look at Clover. Beside me, Clover bit her lip.
I see.
So how'd it go with you? Find anything interesting? I only shook her head. With the unison of movement that almost looked choreographed, Alice and Kay shrugged. Always full of booty.
Where does that leave us? We've still got about 40 minutes left until voting ends.
What are you gonna do?
I'm a little curious about that lab you found. I thought I might go take a peek at it.
I'll show you the way then.
That would be wonderful.
I think I'll go have a look at the room Alice, Kay, and Tenmyoji found. Never know. Maybe you missed something. Perhaps there's some Excelivir hidden somewhere in there.
With the smart ass. Gah. What a bastard.
Then I shall take you there.
What about you two? Where are you going?
Well, I think I'll start by heading over to the infirmary to see how Quark's doing.
Then I will too.
Glad that's settled.
She nodded to Clover and they disappeared through the magenta door. Dio and Kay followed a few footsteps behind. Okay then, guess we should be going too.
Hold on. Show me that journal first.
Oh, you mean the one with the Brazilian writing, huh?
Dio told me about it. You wouldn't tell me anything about the lab except that you found a journal with, his words, some sort of bullshit language.
Oh, what?
You said you had it, so I was
English.
hoping I could take a look.
Yeah, one sec. I dug the journal out of my pocket and handed it to Phi. She began to flip through the pages, her eyes quickly scanning each one.
This is Latin.
Latin? You mean you can read it?
Yeah, with time and a dictionary.
So in other words, no.
Pardon me for not being able to translate a dead language on the fly.
How this bro can't even recognize Latin? You'd be surprised how ignorant some people are. Pardon me for not being able to identify.
This looks like some kind of research log. It's not going to be some sort of, I took the dog for a walk today. It was nice kind of stuff. I can understand a little of it, mostly conjunctions and things like that. But most of these words I've never even seen before.
Phi started to leaf through the book again as she spoke. Then suddenly she stopped.
Wait.
How much time?
I can read this one. Page 216.
You can read the number?
This isn't research notes. It looks like a personal entry.
What's it say?
Don't rush me. This is gonna take a minute. Interesting. All right, I think I got it.
This is new. This is all new.
It looks like they're talking about Radical 6.
Okay. We've heard of that. The G virus. What? Why are they talking about that?
Not sure. Let me read it to you. Keep in mind I'm paraphrasing.
When the body is infected with Radical 6, the processing speed of the brain is reduced. If we assume the brain currently operates on a 1-1 basis with regards to time, Radical 6 reduces this to 1 to the 1/6, or approximately 0.408. This means that for each second that passes outside, the patient feels that only 0.48 seconds have passed inside. For each second that passes outside. Okay, so time almost goes at like less than half speed. Therefore, when 1 second has passed inside, approximately 2.45 seconds or 6 seconds have... Wait. For each second that passes outside... In other words, when 10 seconds pass in the real world, a patient infected with Radical 6 would feel as if only 4 seconds had passed. This is why the virus has been termed Radical 6. Radical is another term for what is also known as the root operation, the function inverse to the taking of power. In a less mathematical sense, it can also be used to refer to something that is extreme or severe. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide. The exact cause of this is unclear, and although there is, as of yet, no direct link between suicidal urges and the reduction in mental processing speed, many believe that they are not unrelated. He's literally a Greek symbol as his name. He's a college student. He just joined. It was his first day. I don't know. Those infected with Radical 6 perceive the world to be moving at a fever pitch as if it were a video cassette being fast forwarded. For instance, although the patient believes that only 10 seconds have passed, in fact 24.5 seconds have passed. Given this increased speed of input, maintaining the ability to observe and reason would become a Herculean task. How can she read all this? One theory holds that the disparity in time perception causes the brain to be flooded with massive amounts of information. Unable to keep up, it begins to fail. Whatever the cause, the infected invariably attempt to take their own lives, which is arguably the most terrifying aspect of this virus. Research suggests that a targeted antiviral could kill it, or at least disable Radical 6, but we have been unable to develop one. It seems our best hope now is to harvest antibodies from someone with a natural immunity to the virus. It seems our best hope now is to harvest antibodies from someone with a natural immunity to the virus. Maybe the people here, they think were kidnapped because they're immune. I don't know. What is he going to college for again? I thought it talked about that when he was kidnapped. Yeah, I don't remember. I always just remember him being shot in the dick with the smoke or whatever. That's all I remember. Thus far, however, we have been unable to locate a suitable subject, so I have continued my efforts to discover an alternative means of treatment. Given my current rate of progress, I predict that I will have a workable treatment within a decade or two. It is my fervent hope that humanity will be able to survive that long. The bodies of those dead from suicide are piling up along the roads leading into and out of town. The entire air reeks with the stench of decay, and the sky is filled with the constant buzzing of flies. At times, their swarms are so thick that when one passes, it feels as if a cloud has gone over the sun. Every day I see more crows, and rats are everywhere feeding on the dead. Ironically, the only healthy looking creatures are the stray cats who have grown fat on a plentiful rodent diet. The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters. I don't know how many were saved, but I fear only a handful. Their survival is the only hope that remains for the human race. Oh Lord, please let their future be a bright one. Whoa, that's a lot of information. Now we know what the virus does to you, though. If you get infected, your brain slows down by the root of 1/6. That's what, about 40%?
That isn't the important part. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually develop a powerful urge to commit suicide.
Yeah, you're right. That would explain why Quark was, well, trying to kill himself.
There are two other things in here that worry me. First, the part about how they haven't managed to develop a treatment for it yet. What do you make of that?
Tell her! What am I supposed to make of it? Maybe they just hadn't found one when this journal was written. I mean, from what we know, there's a drug called Excelavir that cures it.
Exactly. But in the journal it says it might take 20 years to make something like that.
I think maybe someone purposely infected themselves. No, but then the suicidal tendencies. No, but it just slows down. Okay. There's no point. There's no point. Hold on a second. I'm getting confused. When was this thing even written?
December 29th. No year.
Well, there's no way it was written this year.
Yeah, probably not. Anyway, moving on. The second concern I have is about the underground shelters it mentions. The newspaper article said something about quarantining people too. After we read it, we all thought the same thing.
The 29th? The 29th of this month?
What if this was one of those quarantine facilities? But this journal seems to suggest the opposite.
Damn, what? There's so many people born. There's so many people like in the chat born this month. Our birthdays are all so close.
The few humans who survived the outbreak have been locked away by the government in underground shelters.
Happy early birthday, by the way. Like 3 days. You're trying to say that this place might be one of those underground shelters, which would mean we're all supposed to be uninfected. We would have been thrown in here to keep us safe.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way to say for sure at this point, but it seems possible.
But Quark's been infected,
And
right?
maybe the virus
Then
got in somehow.
that would
Just
be
think about
bad.
it for a minute. If this is one of those shelters, a lot of things start to make sense.
I think Dio brought it in, but just because he's a jerk. That seems like something he would do on purpose.
Maybe we've been here for a long time.
I am the crab sign, so I got a ways to go. Crab? The symbol is a crab. Is crab like June? Is a crab the Cancer symbol? Cancer? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I think Cancers are born in like June-ish or something. Or July. I know that I'm like borderline Capricorn. Maybe we've been here for a long time.
Like, maybe they put us to sleep somehow. Made us sleep for years, maybe even decades. While we were sleeping, the pandemic that the newspaper article talked about happened. And whoever had this journal made this entry.
While we were sleeping, the pandemic, the newspaper article talked about happened. Whoever had this journal made this entry. And then once the antiviral treatment was finished, they woke us up.
Right. It's all just speculation, but...
No, that doesn't make sense. I mean, it seems like a pretty plausible scenario, but we were all captured before the pandemic started, right?
Yeah.
And how would they have put us to sleep for that long? How would they have known to do that? But most importantly, why the hell are we playing the Nonary game if the point of this place is to save us? Throwing a bunch of people into a game that might kill them is a pretty weird way to protect them from a pandemic.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
We don't have enough information to make any real conclusions.
Honestly, she's like 100% right. There's like, I have ideas on my head what this game is about. I mean, yes, Radical 6, something about, curing and bunkers and space and all that crap and or whatever, but things aren't really tied together yet. Like, and there's so many things that we don't know, like the writing on the wall and stuff like that.
I think we should see if we can find anything else.
If I had barely finished speaking before she took off the magenta door. Hey, weren't you coming to the infirmary with me?
Changed my mind. You can tell me about Quark later.
And with that, Fi's my favorite. She speaks the truth. She was gone. Yeah, she's like very serious, but she tries to view things in a logical way. Man, I let out a long, tired sigh and started off towards the infirmary. How's he doing?
He seems to be stable, as far as I can tell.
Still sleeping.
I see. Mind if I have a look?
Please, go ahead.
I made my way around the partition to the side of Quark's bed. The journal and the thing Fi and I had talked about would definitely need to be addressed, but for the moment the AB game was what I needed to concentrate on. Lives were at stake, mine and Quark's. Those infected by Radical 6 eventually developed a probable urge to commit suicide. If the journal was telling the truth, then as soon as the anesthetic wore off, Quark would go insane again. What if we weren't able to restrain him a second time? What if he managed to kill himself before he got to him? Or perhaps he'd just get out of the infirmary and go hide somewhere. On the other hand, it wasn't like we could keep anesthetizing anesthetizing. That sounds so strange. There was only one way to save Quark, and that was with Elixavir. Unfortunately, Dio had stolen it. If we wanted to get it back, Clover and I would have to vote ally. But if I did, there was an excellent chance I would end up dead. The question was then what to do. Sacrifice myself to save Quark, or keep quiet about the danger he was in to save myself? It was so faint, I almost didn't hear it.
Grandpa. Grandpa.
It's Sigma, not Grandpa. He shifted a little, then fell silent again. It was enough, though. What on earth had I been thinking? How could I have even considered letting a child die in my place? Suddenly, my cheeks felt hot with embarrassment and disgust. That I had considered letting Quark die even for a minute was pathetic. There was only one choice. There had only ever been one choice. No way was I going to leave Quark to die. My hands tightened into fists as I looked down at him. Don't punch him! Any unnecessary uncertainty I felt before was gone. I knew what I had to do. Yo, we dead.
10 minutes remain. All play if no vote.
Looks like it's almost time. You two should head back.
What about you?
I'm going. I'm worried about Quark.
But you're a solo. If you don't vote...
I'll automatically ally. I know. I heard the voice on the intercom just like you.
What are you gonna do if Kay and Alice vote? I think you can skip this.
Nothing, I suppose.
Nope, I guess not.
Just means I lost that round. I'd just be voting ally anyway. You know who my opponents are, right? Alice only has one BP left. If I pick Betray and they chose ally, I'd kill her. I'm not so desperate to escape that I'm gonna kill someone for it. And even if I was, I can't leave Quark behind. You see? Doesn't matter if I go into the AB room or not. My vote's the same either way.
Tenmyoji's mind was made up. Trying to persuade him to leave would have been pointless. Alright. Take care of Quark.
Of course. You worry about yourself.
Let's go.
Okay.
Luna and I headed out of the infirmary, leaving Tenmyoji and Quark behind. So weird. Since we've been playing so many different scenarios, I don't know what my relationship is with Luna, because the first time we played through it, we always allied with her, but since bouncing around, I don't know if a particular playthrough, if we had betrayed her or not. When we got to the warehouse, we found everyone else waiting for us. Plus, she's always really nice, so it's hard to say. Well, not quite everyone. One other person was missing. Hey, where's Dio?
Take a look at the doors.
They're all closed. When we came in here before, the one on the far right was open.
And that would mean...
that he went in, I guess.
Exactly.
That bastard. He'd probably been worried I might try and take that Elixavir from him by force, so he'd hidden himself in an AB room. What a coward. I made up my mind to choose ally no matter what, but a part of me had still considered trying to jump Dio if he had dropped his guard. Now he'd made sure I wouldn't get the chance to try.
Where's Tenmyoji?
Oh,
Luna explained Tenmyoji's choice.
I see. Well, I guess that means I don't have to worry about him picking Betray.
Right. What will you guys be choosing then?
Ally, of course.
Because my BP is 6, I assume.
Yes. Dude, you about to bail the second you hit 9. I know you, man. So my question is, why not tell them about Dio and the medicine now? Well, I mean, he can still break it, right? Like when he gets out. I mean, I feel like he would use it as leverage no matter what, because there's no guarantee that he would give it up. But At the same time, like, if he knows he's gonna die, right? Like, he should absolutely tell them, because you can't get him back now.
Yes. As long as Tenmyoji votes ally, I can't choose betray. If I do, K's BP will go up to 9.
But what if he forces you?
You needn't worry. I would never do something so crass.
Really?
Of course.
Then you don't need to go in there.
Excuse me?
Alice can vote by herself. Then we don't have anything to worry about, right?
Well, I apologize, but I'm afraid I can't agree to that.
What?
Why not?
I just can't. Shall we go, Alice?
Hey, hold on a minute there.
That makes no sense. Unless he has a different motive. He continued briskly towards the AB room as if he simply hadn't heard Phi. Alice scrambled to follow him, perhaps concerned that he would lock her out. Only seconds later, they disappeared into the third room from the left.
I hope Alice is going to be okay.
Well, there's nothing we can do now. If Kay told the truth, she'll be fine.
5 minutes.
Time's almost up. Come on, Luna.
Right.
They headed off at a trot toward the second room from the right and were soon out of sight inside of it. I don't really pay attention to this, but they always point out which room that they went into. I don't know if that's important. But I do remember when they found out that the claw or whatever was moving the rooms and stuff, but I don't know how that applies. But the only thing that kind of affected was the fact that Alice had found like some blood on the side of on one of the rooms. All right, Clover, time for us to go.
Okay, right behind you.
I sighed to myself and headed toward the leftmost AB room. Here we go. GG's.
What are you gonna do?
My only like, if I had to spin this in a positive way, is that no one's ever hit below 1. No one's ever been killed because their Fitbit went to 0. So what if there's like some other rule where if you either hit 9 to open the door, or if you hit below, it means that it could mean that you sacrifice yourself or something, but you actually win by doing that. I don't know. I don't really have a choice, do I? There's only one thing I can do. I'm going to choose ally.
You can't! You'll die!
Well, you never know. Just because Dio told us to ally doesn't necessarily mean he's going to pick betray. Okay, dude.
Do you really think a jerk like that is going to choose ally if he doesn't have to?
This Fitbit upgrade be scary, kills folks if they don't work out. It's defective. Yo, actually, that would be a really great motivator for people to work out. Not to say that I approve of it, but I mean, if it's life or death, I think people would be more willing.
No way. He's got 6 BP right now. If he picks betray, then he'll have 9 points.
Well, what about you?
Huh?
You got 6 BP too, right? If Dio chooses ally, we choose betray, then you'd have 9 BP.
What? No, that's not... I didn't even realize that until you brought it up.
Yeah, right. We played a different scenario. You said you listened to us.
I'm just trying to tell you that Dio was going to pick betray. That's who he is.
And I'm trying to tell you that I've made up my mind. That's who I am. The only choice is ally. It's the only chance we have to get that medicine back.
That's why Dio called you an IG.
and Instagram.
What makes you think he's going to give us the Excelivir, even if you do what he says?
Maybe he won't, but I can guarantee that he'll destroy it if I pick Betray. That's who he is.
Fine. If you aren't gonna listen to me, then I guess I don't have a choice. I'll be pushing that button.
Huh? Before I realized what was going on, Clover ducked past me and ran towards the voting machine. No! Stop! I snatched her by the arm and hauled backward with all my strength.
Ow!
So sorry. Guess that was a little too hard, huh?
What do you think you're doing? You can't just throw a girl around like that.
Well, you're the only one. You're the one who tried to trick me.
But you're gonna die. Dio's going to kill you. You can't do this. I don't want you to die.
Oh my god. Why'd you ditch us then?
10 seconds.
Thanks. It means a lot to hear you say that, Clover. I gave her my best reassuring nod and turned to face the polling machine. I really like Clover here. She actually seems to care. I want to give her like the benefit of the doubt. Not just her, but a lot of people. That their motives change based on the decisions that change on certain playthroughs. So on that previous playthrough where she tricked us, I mean, maybe something, right, like gave her that motive, but then here it's more like because our life is on the line, she's more like, I guess, caring.
3, 2, 1.
No!
Round 2 of the result. Thank you. And the escape.
She bonded with us way more here. That's true. We had a punny good time. Clover and I stepped out of the AB room. For several long moments, we just stared at one another. Words weren't necessary. Everything she would have tried to tell me, I could already see in her eyes. Let's go. I turned and headed toward the results screen.
Sigma.
I heard her behind me, her voice barely louder than a whisper. The choice was already made. I stood up straight and kept walking. Wait, K's a 9 too. Hold on, what's going on here? Kay and Alice betrayed. Right, yeah, because she wants the points. Yeah, we were the only group that had a dilemma. They were fine because Tenmyoji chilled with Quark.
Results from round 2 of the amber. Please check.
What?
Sigma's BP is
Negative.
I feel it. I feel it. Suddenly, all eyes were on me. I felt their weight, but stood my ground. It was the result I had expected. I took a deep breath and closed my eyes. I didn't have to wait long. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Soporil. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on!
Sigma!
Oh no! Oh no, oh no, oh no!
Trying to open my eyelids was like trying to lift sheets of lead. My eyes had lost the ability to focus, but I could make out a blur that had to be Dio in front of the number 9 door. Yo, what if it's not a 9 and it's a G? That's why, you know, IG is an important thing. I don't know. Damn it. You'll keep your promise, god damn it. I groaned and with a Herculean F. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say. Herculean effort lifted my head and then my sluggish body off the floor. Every step was a battle. Whenever I shifted my weight, my muscles threatened to give out again. But somehow I forced myself ahead, a single thought burning in my mind. I would reach Dio. Then at last, the smudge of color faded into a recognizable person. I threw out my hand in front of him. Give it back. Give me the medicine.
Give it back? Don't act like it's yours. Aren't we supposed to share everything we find here?
I don't care. Just hand me the medicine.
What are you talking about?
We found the Excelavir in the laboratory.
And Dio stole it.
What?
You mean he has it? Right now?
Yeah. So?
Fuck him up! I kept my promise. Now you. I wasn't a fool. I knew the kind of person Dio was. There was a chance he wouldn't give us back the Excelavir. If he didn't, then I'd die with my hands around his throat. I gathered as much of my mind as I could and got ready to attack.
Fine.
Not quite what I'd been expecting.
Here.
With a shrug, he pulled the vial out of his pocket and tossed it toward me. I caught it and pulled the tiny glass bottle to my chest, worried I might drop it. The label said unmistakably Excelavir. It was the real thing. Clover, take it. I held it out toward her.
Right. Of course.
She quickly tucked it into her pocket. What pocket? Good. Now at last, Quark will be alright. With that, the last of my strength left me and I dropped to my knees.
Sigma, are you okay?
Not really.
Sigma!
I'm -1.
Sigma!
I guess this is it. Her
First
mood
is the
pocket.
Silveril. Wait to put you to sleep. 9 minutes later, the Tubocure ray is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
Take my breath away. 9 minutes. Once the Soapero was injected, I had 9 minutes until the muscle relaxed and followed it. About 4 minutes had already passed, which left me with 5, give or take a little. In 5 minutes, I would be dead. What could I do in 5 minutes? Take my breath away. How could I save myself? Heh. I gave a raspy, quiet laugh, even with death staring me in the face. I seemed to be determined to struggle right up until the very end. Okay, Sigma, you can do this. Clinging desperately to what little consciousness I had left, I racked my brain for any possible solutions. How could I save myself? How? There had to be something. Every problem, no matter how difficult, has a solution. Isn't there the thing to inject yourself with anesthetic or something, right? I think. Do they know about that yet? There's always another option. Hopelessness is a state of mind. I just had to think. Think. If there was a way out, I'd find it. I wasn't ready to give up on life yet. There had to be an answer. To be continued. I knew it. All these cliffhangers, man. All these cliffhangers, man. This is like Lost. So you know what the player, but Sigma has gotten any strong info he can remember that yet. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't, because in the first game, once we had more info, things just kind of clicked. But so far, based on everything that we've done, I don't really have clicking happening. I'm guessing most of the clicking is going to happen in like this section, but I'm not really like, oh, I want to do this one. I'm just kind of working through all of the question marks, going from left to right. I don't know if I should be playing it that way. I'm sure there's like, I don't know. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't an ideal way to play through the game. You know, instead of just trying to reveal everything, maybe you want to do like the long ones first and then do like the shorter ones. But the only thing I have noticed is that the to be continued ones have they have some like hanging off the end, and these are like the only two that are like parallel to each other. Like over here, these are somewhat shorter, and I'm guessing let me see, DO 1 2 wait 1 2 3, maybe there's 3. No, but I don't think they would do it like that. That'd be kind of weird. Like, why would everyone's ending aim or end at like the same moment? Like, some endings are probably longer or something like that. Anyways, I gotta pee really quick, guys. I guess we'll go here and betray and be a cuck. Yeah, some people's endings, I'm guessing, are definitely longer. It doesn't make sense that it would be the same length as everyone else's.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna pee. Hold on. Then we can go back to the other timeline because you unlocked a path. Yeah. That's how I'm assuming too. Once you have that info from a different timeline, you can go back and you'll retain that information, kind of like in the first game. The only thing I'm like kind of iffy about is I wonder if, because this game or this series so far in general kind of thinks out of the box. I'm wondering if me playing left to right will affect something. Like I wonder if the order that you're unlocking things affects certain things, or it doesn't really matter. Like, you can play it any way you want and the end result will still be the same. That's the only thing I'm kind of like, well, maybe the game is like tricking you into oh, it doesn't. Okay, that's good to know. Because I was like, oh man, I hope I'm not screwing up the way that I'm playing. Let me make a call real quick. I missed the calls in the bathroom. Actually, they're calling me back. All right, hold on. I think this was my first TBC. When I say TBC, I think the Burning Crusade, but I'm pretty sure that's not what you're referring to. But you might come to different conclusions depending on what you saw first. Oh, that's true. Yeah, because I mean, in the way you process the information can give you a different mindset on certain things. So there's that. But I meant more in like a mechanical sense. Does it matter like which way that I go? Like, will the game actually change based on like what order I play through certain playthroughs or something? But it's good to know that it doesn't, because then I would feel like some sort of regret. Not that I regret doing anything so far. But anyways, guys, I actually got to get going. That call was for me to go. So I'm going to have to end it here, unfortunately. But pretty solid stream today. 7:41 p.m., 3 hours, 42 minutes. Thank you very much for watching, lurking, and listening like always. Thank you, everybody, for kicking it with me in the chat today. Today is Thursday, so I should be on tomorrow. We will be continuing... Sorry, I got distracted. We'll be continuing the game. I should be on Friday. I got on around like 4 o'clock today. I'm hoping earlier, but as usual, I will let you guys know via Twitter. So check the Twitter, check the Discord. Thank you for all of the subs. Thank you for all the hosts. Zod Zerk, D-Cat, Evil Mr. Hyde, Latency Lounge, Chains on Chaos, Tiago, Zcast, Wobotron, Crimsonish, Eddie Ammo Gaming, Hungry Nova, Janzer, Deathquan, Specs OG, Noob Queen, Rackshaw, Dryad, Sammy the Berber, and everybody else that hosted throughout the stream. Thank you very much. I will see you guys tomorrow for some more Virtue's Last Reward. Damn, we're like almost 30 hours into the game. It's weird because I feel as though we got the first ending, like relative. It didn't take that long, but unlocking things is just a really time-consuming process. And I could be like whatever and just skip through the dialogue and not even care. But I mean, I want to immerse myself in everything and have those thoughts on, is this happening because of this, or like speculating, because that's kind of half of the game in itself. So I enjoy that portion, but like I said, it just takes a long time, but I'm okay with it. I kind of knew that coming in. We did play the first game, but yeah, I think that's it. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, have a good night, and I will see you guys soon. Have a good one. Peace.